Hi everybody, it's Swordtash Maths Tutor, and this is the second video in long division techniques, and this one is going to be about long division by using the chunking method. Woohoo! Okay, and we're going to be looking at the question, what is 2320 divided by 16, which will be quite familiar to you if you have seen the other videos. But the first thing is, what I'm going to do is have a sort of a thinking bubble, a memory bubble, and I'm going to do some multiples of 16, because if called on the spot and asked, what's 3/16, it will get a bit confusing. So what I do is I do some work first. Okay, now in the other video you'll see you can write it as 1 times 16, and that gives you 16, and 2 times 16, well, that's 2 6s are 12, carry 1, 2 2s are, sorry, 2 1s are 2, plus the 1 is 3. In other words, I'm sort of doing a mini calculation in this bit here. However you do it, however you construct this, make this table, and that will be up to you and your ability to do these things. But I'm just going to put in 16, 2 16s are 32, 3 16s are 48, 5 16s are 64, sorry, that's completely wrong, 4 16s are 64, and 5 16s are 80. So I'm just going to put 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 there. Something just to remind me, if I wanted to, I could put the times in there if I wanted to, but it's just to aid my memory. Okay, and well, this is what we do. Basically, we look at the number 2320, and we start taking large bites out of it. And the way that we do that large bites thing is really just using our knowledge of the multiples of 16. So, if you like, I'm going to have a little thinking space here, and this is just somewhere where I'm going to do my thought process, and then we will add that thought process in to this bit here so you can see what I'm doing. So firstly, I have a look at my table that I've created, my little column or my list of numbers, and I realise that 1 times 16 is obviously 16. That means that 10 times 16 is 160. Well, that's nowhere near 2320, is it? That's just too small. How about 100 times 16? Well, that'd be 1600. That's looking quite good, isn't it? And you might think, well, there's more room in there, but this is the whole idea of chunking. I just take out a big chunk, then I take out another chunk, then I take out another chunk, and hopefully you'll see how this happens. So I am going to say that 1600 is 100 times 16. Now I subtract one from the other, i.e. I take the chunk that is 1600 out. Nothing take nothing is nothing. 2 take 0 is 2. 3 take 6 doesn't work, so I borrow one from over there, and I get 13 take away 6, so that's 6 to 10. I'm using my companion numbers thing here, or my paired numbers. That's 4. 10 to 13 is 3, 4, that's 7. You do that however way you do your mental calculations when you're doing subtracting. Now I look at, well, let me just clear my thinking books here. And so the next number I'm looking for is 720. Well, I'm going to go straight down to my column. I'm sort of looking here because I know that 4 times 64, 4 times 64, 4 times 16 is 64. That must mean then that 40 times 16 is 640. That's not too bad, is it? How about the next number up? Would that work? Well, if I did it with the 5 times 16 and therefore made it 50 times 16, 50 times 16 would be 800. and that's too much. So yeah, we're going to stick with this one here. So that's 640, which is 40 times 16. And again, I do that calculation. Nothing take nothing is nothing. Borrow 1 from this side, which gives me 12. 12 take 8 is 678. And 6 take 6 is nothing. Okay, so that's we've done 2 chunks of it. You see how very quickly 2,320 has come all the way down to 80 now. And hey, look, we just looked at it. 5 times 16, that is 80. So this is the 80. 5 times 16. And I'm left with no remainder. That's brilliant. So all I do now is I just add those 3 numbers together, and I will end up with 145 times 16 equals 2,320, and that is the answer, that 2,320 divided by 16 equals 145. Okay everybody, that's been Saltash Math Tutor. That is the chunking method. It's another way of doing things. As I said in the other videos, you basically have to do and get used to what floats your boat, what is good for you. Okay, thank you very much everybody. If you like it, comment. If you like it, and if you have any questions you want to ask me, then fire away.